Hi, and welcome to Butterfly Box 78. This is a private reading. It is a birthday reading that was requested, but this is a private birthday reading. You know, you all know how I do. So, number 62, this is your reading. Give me just a moment, and I'm gonna spray my hands, clear the energy. And we're gonna meditate for just a second. Okay, so already instantly I feel like the energy went straight to my head. It started to hurt. So I don't know if you are real stressed out. Maybe you're really stressed out. You're in your head, maybe about the stress. This is a general birthday reading. I'll go back and touch on love, but let's just see what comes out in the general reading. Let's see here. Give me just a second. I feel like that there's some type of blockage. Okay, this is a lot. Maybe there's a lot that needs to be said. All right, so yikes. All right, so we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is in reverse, so generally when it's in the upright, I don't know if this had to do with a marriage. It was something in the past, maybe a relationship. I don't know if it's something that was already let go of. Generally in the upright, this would represent either celebration or marriage, some type of, I don't want to say a union, but generally represents like marriage, engagement. Four also represents the number of stability. Because this is the Four of Wands, Wands always represents like a deep, fiery passion. I don't know if you're dealing with somebody who was I forgot, you're a fire sign. So, you're a Leo. So, I don't know if you walked a, I don't know, but whichever, this might have been a court situation because Judgment is in the reverse, and I feel like that whatever happened, I don't know if somebody like went against you in court. I don't know if this has to, maybe a friend, like, you know, they don't care about stabbing you in the back because they're trying to stab you from the front. But either way, it's like, you know, a lot of people will say, I'd rather you stab me in the front than stab me in the back. So sometimes in sword or chalices, this has to do with emotions. So a lot of times emotions are rising to the top. Like I don't know if there were other people. I don't know if this was about people talking about you, or there were other people that had strong, oh, okay. So maybe there were other people that had strong emotions with something that maybe you got judged wrongly for. Maybe that's the story. Or it was a court situation, maybe, and you were judged. It didn't go in your favor. It was something along those lines. Whatever it was, I feel like maybe this could have been caused by somebody trying to hurt you. It could have been. Or it was a situation that didn't go down in your favor and it ended up hurting you. A lot of times, Five of Chalices, though, also represent a situation where you might have been looking at something and didn't realize you weren't satisfied emotionally, because the Five of Chalices, which is what this is, in a normal tarot deck, this would be 3 cups with water in it and 2 of them spilled. So you weren't really, and then like walking away from the situation, like it's like you weren't pleased with any of it. None of it was satisfying to you, you know, but not really understanding that, or maybe that it's just something, it's like a dissatisfaction. So if it wasn't people that possibly could be trying to hurt, like something didn't end up in your favor, or maybe somebody, like, I don't know. Or this could be vice versa. This could be another energy that I'm picking up on, but I feel this judgment is actually about you. I feel like this person is representing of you. I think it's going to be tough for you. Whatever happened, it may have made you very, it's going to be hard for you to trust. It's hard to trust. That's what I'm getting. These were also the other ones. Yeah, like it could have been a situation that was hard. You couldn't leave it. It was hard for you to walk away from. Or this, maybe it had to do with somebody else and they had a really hard time walking away from you. It's interesting because it's not like you cut off communication, but there may be or will be new communication, like the start of something new. The problem is that if this is you or the other person, this Queen of Swords, which is in reverse, is stating to me that somebody is being blocked. So where you may want to communicate with that person, the start of something, of a new truth, maybe what you did was you blocked somebody. Maybe because I don't know if they got you into some trouble and then the judgment didn't go in your, like maybe something legally didn't go in your favor. And so, I mean, maybe it was a situation that you were already leading up to. I'm not really for sure, but either you blocked them or maybe they blocked you, because the Queen is coming in reverse. What's interesting about this reading is we have the Nine of Coins, and it looks like as long as excuse me. Excuse me. I'm sorry, you guys. It's my allergies. The good thing about all of this is that excuse me, with the Nine of Coins, this is telling me that you need to be wise. Excuse me. You also need to listen to the wisdom. And in the end, you're going to get, because you worked hard, everything will fall into place. Everything, if it hasn't already or hasn't begun already, It will, because you worked hard for it. This is about something that you've really put your time into. You've stayed focused. Maybe that's what this new beginning, this new truth is about, is because you had to block somebody out in order to get to this 9 of coins. 9 of coins also represents finance. So this means that this is hard work. This is something that you've worked fairly hard for. But you know, when people say keep your head down and stay focused, you know, on the bigger picture, that's kind of what this is about. But because the owl is there, the owl represents wisdom, and the wisdom is right there on your shoulders. So if you're spiritual and you really believe in God, you know, I would say definitely listen to what God is telling you. Maybe the number 9, if you see 9 frequently, 9 also represents wish fulfillment. You can look up the number 9. I forget what it means. Like the angel number 9. Sorry, you guys, I didn't mean to move the camera like that. And then the overall energy is the 7, but in reverse. So like I said before, all of my, when I was meditating, I could already feel the pain, you know, shifting into my head when I was meditating before this reading. And this is like being in your head about the wrong things, maybe more negatively, emotionally negative, as opposed to something more emotionally positive. It could mean that you have some choices to make, but maybe these choices are more negative than positive. So, you know, it's going to be important for you. That's why this came out, because it's really important for you to be more focused on your coin and what's most important. I don't know what this judgment is about. I feel like, I don't know if this may be court. I don't know if this has to do with, I don't know if you have to pay a fine for something. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know. I feel like, crazy enough, I got this energy that it's just like it's a lot of things. It's a lot of stuff. I don't know. Something happened and it just didn't happen in your favor. But the good thing, like I said, is that everything will work out. You have to decide what your truth is, and you're gonna have to maybe block some people out so you can focus to make this energy right, because this energy is telling me that you're gonna do the right thing at the end. Like everything's gonna, and you're gonna get your coin. You're gonna get your money. You know what I'm saying? Like something's gonna happen and you're gonna get everything that you need out of the situation. It's not something that bad happened and it's all bad. No, it's telling us that you're actually really gonna come out on top. And it's interesting because normally I try not to go back in the story, because really this story, all these cards are a story leading up, but this was more about what came out, like the jumper cards and then the flipped over cards and then the jumper cards that fell out. I'm not going to go any further back, but I want you to know, yeah, this is about, oh wow. So I don't know if you were involved with somebody. Oh my gosh. Like it was so many things. Like you were in your power, and I felt like it was a situation where you were really winning. This may have been a love situation. It's like you must be like really intuitive. think you had just a lot of love. There's nothing really bad about this. I don't know if this was a situation that didn't go right. This might have been a miscommunication. Damn. This could have been a just total miscommunication. Your energy, Leo, you were coming in actually the right way. Maybe this judgment, I don't know if you got caught, I don't know if you got caught up in something, but I would say be careful. Like, I could look at this as a love situation, and this person, hurt people. I don't know if this person was, if it had to do with somebody else. They just couldn't move on, though. You started something new. If you haven't already, then you will, and you're going to end up having to block that person, because it's blocking. It's not like it's blocking you, but you have to be able, whatever you're working hard on or will be working hard on, you're going to get what you need. You're going to get what you, just stay focused and stay in the positive about your thoughts. You're going to have a lot. It's like you're going to have a lot of thoughts, but you can't let any of the negativity run away with you. Also, if you're in a partnership, this could be somebody else's energy. I feel like this is more somebody else's energy. It could be. Like whoever you're dealing with is in their head, but not about the right things. Like, I don't know if they think you're cheating, but you're not. Sometimes people don't know what to do when they found a good thing. I'll leave it at that. All right, let's get a little bit of clarification. I'm gonna clarify. Please explain to me, why is the Four of Wands in reverse? Whoa. Okay, this is wrong. I don't know if you were being defensive. The Five of Wands is like, it's like you're trying to shield yourself for what's to come. I don't know if you were being like really guarded about a relationship. You're being really, I don't know if you were arguing. I don't know if it was like an argument or arguing. Why is the Judgment in reverse? Explain to me. Why is the Judgment? Shit. Yeah, somebody's unable to walk away. This could have been a whole love relationship that just kind of blew up in your face type of thing. I feel like, I don't know, because this is a general reading, I don't know if this is a situation where you could have been just really passionate about something. You were unable to walk away. Because the Five of Wands, the reason that something didn't work out was because there was a lot of gossiping. Like a lot of gossiping, a lot of arguing. Five of Wands, she's curled up in the fetal position because that's what people do when they're getting jumped. Try to protect themselves. Not that you were getting jumped, but that would be crazy if that happened. But I don't, but it's like arguing. It was a lot of fighting. And, when you're trying to shield yourself, sometimes we curl up in the fetal position. So even mentally, you could have been just trying to really just guard your heart. Oh, maybe that's what this was. You were trying to guard your heart. I don't know if the other person was just really trying to argue with you a lot. I'm not sure what the deal it was with this. I don't know if this had to do with love and money. Could have been a living situation. I think that if this were a love reading, you were guarded, and it made the other person feel like distant. Like it was like they couldn't really get close enough because you'd already, like both of you all had already been, it had already been so much stuff before that, maybe. But either somebody was unable to walk away from something, then the Lovers in the upright to me would just, like sometimes we find, what's that song by Rihanna? Finding love in a lonely place. Like sometimes when two lonely hearts come together, you know what I'm saying? It makes the passion between the two people because they share that certain bond. I don't know if y'all were lonely. I don't know. This is a lot. This is like so much going on. The overall energy though is the Hangman. So, and the Queen of Coins in the upright. So really this story is telling us with all these uprights and with the energy underneath, that with the coins being, the Queen of Coins being, I feel like you know that you needed to be treated a certain way. And that's why the relationship became very stagnant. Like, I think that you or the other person or both of you all needed to look at this situation in a different perspective. That's why maybe things didn't work out the way that it was supposed to, because not everybody has to be, when we start dealing with people, it doesn't always mean that they have to be our lovers. Sometimes they're just better off as friends. But whichever way it goes, there was a judgment that was made, and it wasn't something that was meant, like whether this be a court situation or a love situation, I can tell you that it was meant to happen in order to teach you a lesson. This was about focusing on you, so that way this judgment would come in the upright, because you worked hard and you listened to your intuition and you listened to the wisdom, you know what I'm saying, to put you and your finances back in the right place. Boom, there it was. I don't know why it took me so long to figure this out. Yeah, that's what this is about. Give me just a second. Let me go get my other cards and I'll tell you areas that you can focus on. These are self-care cards, and usually they give really good advice. They tell us where you can focus your energy as far as yourself is concerned in order to get to where you want to be. So the first one is chanting. So chanting doesn't necessarily always mean this is reminding yourself of certain things. So if you're trying to manifest more money, then sometimes like prayers are almost like chants, like, please God, let me get through this day. Please God, let me get through this day. Please God, let me get through this day. Chanting can be like that. It can be English, it can be in whatever religion, but it's just about you manifesting what it is that you want. Let's see here. Building strength. or build strength. So this is, again, this goes back to your intuition because she has her third eye. I'm gonna need for you to not be blind. You really need to start trusting your gut. It's telling you. Listen. That's why the chanting is here, because it wants you to listen. It's almost like God is trying to tell you to listen to yourself. Like, trust yourself. Trust your judgment. If you've got a bad feeling about something, it's probably bad. If you got a good feeling about something, then it's probably good. When you have that unsure feeling and you know it doesn't feel bad, then it's probably good. If you got that unsure feeling and it might be bad, it's probably gonna be bad. Let's see. Let's get one more. Ooh. Movement. So, you know, moving around and the overall energy is soaking in a bath. So to me, this kind of already tells a story that maybe you need to go to the gym, maybe you need to start walking, you need to start moving your body around. It's interesting because you have several sixes, and sixes usually represent the need for change. The need, it's like you're lacking something. Like 5 represents change. The change is coming, or there's gonna be a change, but 6 is the process of changing. So maybe this is about your own personal growth, but whichever way it goes, you know, you getting some exercise, building strength, not just mentally, physically, spiritually, all of those things. Maybe you want to join a gym, maybe you need to start walking. I know that line dancing, a lot of people do that where they learn all the line dances to different songs. But whichever way it goes, it's going to put you in a better mood. Because if you're having any health issues, I'm sure your doctor is telling you that you probably need to exercise more. So, you know, and at the end of all that, you know, this overall energy soaking in a bath, I think that that's really good, because especially like if you do a spiritual bath doesn't have to be anything other than you telling yourself that this bath is to cleanse, you know, to help remove of all the negativity and, you know, bring in more positivity. Sometimes we just need to soak. Sometimes we just need to relax. And that's what it's telling you. So if you are a person who does take baths, continue to do that, because it's telling you to just relax. You need to relax. You need to give yourself a break, you know. Anyway, that is your birthday reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if I touched on anything. I haven't done readings in a really long time, so maybe I tuned into something, maybe I didn't. All right, have a good one. Bye. Happy birthday.